6 weights tonight here in the Big 12 Championships. You will see just one wrestler who is the number 1 seed. Number 3, Jett Strickenberger. Number 4, Troy Spratley. And earlier this season when they met, Jett Strickenberger, the senior from West Virginia, said, I'd watch an interview with Bo Nickel, the former Penn State Nittany Lion. Bo would think of a million ways that he could go out and pin a guy before a match. So Jett said, I told our team I was going to go out there, pin him, and then gunsling it. And he lived up to his word against Troy Spratley and did just that in their duel. And so this has been a rematch that a lot of folks said when this bracket came out, boy, wouldn't it be interesting if those two ended up meeting in the finals? And here we are to start the night.
Drama personified. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the sparks fly. And Jett's been wrestling well. I mean, he's been doing what he's expected to do. Had a nice pin in the semifinals against Steve O'Poulin. And I tell you, man, he looks like he's on a mission.
Steve O'Poulin of Northern Colorado is the 2023 Big 12 champion. And last year's Big 12 champion here at 125 pounds, Joey Volk of Wyoming, regrettably announced in January he was done for the season because of injury, hadn't wrestled since November. And so it's Strickenberger of West Virginia, Spratley of Oklahoma State, who lost last year 3-2 in sudden victory against Joey Volk. And we're underway with Evan Burchett as our head official and Titus Godbolt as the assistant official.
Center.
Already starting off with a hard step, left leg jab step, and controlling the wrist.
And this weight class was where the chaos began here at the Big 12s with Tristan Doherty of North Dakota State knocking off the number 1 seed and reigning national champion Richard Figueroa. Was upset in the quarterfinals 4-2. So Spratley defeated him 2-0 in the semis. Wins over Missouri's Gage Walker and Tanner Jordan of South Dakota State before that.
Look at his headgear. He's got Thomas Gilman and a little pistol on his side. Already blood. In college wrestling, there is no blood time. And the official says it's my time for blood. So it's not a similar situation in high school where it's 5 minutes. It's unlimited. We talk about Strickenberger. He came down from 133. So he's a little bigger than other 25-pounders stall, but he got his weight together. Came down, and he's been really sharp at that.
So, Rock, we mentioned that pin from their duel back in January.
There we go.
And here's how it played out. Strickenberger was pleased with the outcome of it, of course, but Tim Flynn, his head coach, said afterward, and this is a direct quote from Strickenberger, "You're an idiot," and was laughing a little bit about it. So he took care of business there. No doubt Spratley looking for revenge, the first of 6 finalists tonight for Oklahoma State.
My coach can call me an idiot all the time if I'm getting pins. One of the things that you like about Spratley, he keeps his stance. Very disciplined. You don't see him standing up and shaking it out. He'll come in, left leg step hard, but it keeps the stance.
You think there's an advantage to him, as you mentioned, being up at 33 earlier this year, being back down at 25?
That's a good question. It depends on your body. It seemed like his body has adjusted well, and he realized, oh, nice shot. Snap downs got you a single. Now, singles, you have to be very patient in how you finish a single. You don't want to rush it, and he's got to pay attention to the out of bounds. Good job by Spratley to keep the whizzer, but also fighting the wrist. He's going to chase it. Good switch. Still there. No need. So at this point, what Strickenberger has to do is kind of get a baseball grip. Grab the ankle and start to bring him back to the center where he has more real estate. He does not want Spratley to put that left right foot off the mat. They're still in. Now he's got to bring it back. Good defense there by Spratley. They're still in bounds. Even though most of their body's out of bounds, as long as any portion of any body part of either wrestler's in, the action continues to go.
And this has been a tremendous effort here by Spratley to avoid letting Strickenberger get the far leg as they roll out of bounds. 37 seconds in the first.
You never know, Mike, in that situation who got the advantage. It could be Strickenberger that said, I got in, I can get in. Or he could be disappointed and said, I got in, and I can't finish. And Spratley saying, look, he can't finish with me. So you don't know what's going through their minds. Spratley's taking more territory. Similar to what happened on the other side of the mat. It was off of a shot that Spratley had, and Strickenberger dropped down to that single that he couldn't finish. They don't look like they're nervous.
No, but scoreless at the end of one for Strickenberger, the senior, who joined this program after being a JUCO national champion at Northwest Kansas Technical College and started his career at North Idaho College. Spratley, on the other hand, in his second year in Stillwater after transferring in from Minnesota last year, seeded 6th at NCAA's, but did not reach the podium.
This is what happened last time in the duel. Spratley is very solid on top, but it was a situation he got a little loosey, and then when he got loose, it was Strickenberger that was able to adjust and capture the fall. Good mat return.
Easy.
Applause to match that resonance on the Resolite for Spratley.
All right, guys. Great job here, fellas. Let's get another clean start here.
Looking at Strickenberger, he's breathing very slowly. Good inhale and exhale, not getting the moment where he's starting to breathe rapidly. He's taking slow and deep breaths.
Stop. I've got green. Bottom in.
Seems like a guy who's ready for the moment, although perhaps there with the caution a little bit too ready.
Red, I need you to wait for me, okay? Wait for the whistle. Green, get set.
And I don't mind this. You take your time. Ref says something happens, take your time, get yourself together until you're ready.
Stop. That was you. Off the elbow.
All right, fellas, let's relax. Let's relax a little bit.
Well, reciprocal cautions, red and green.
Whenever there's a whistle, somebody's going to be screaming.
Wait for me, guys. Settle. Red.
Strickenberger this year, Rock, just happy to be healthy. He finished 3rd here at the Big 12s last year, looking to break the grip, and they'll go out of bounds. But he said, you know, he went to NCAA's, he got hurt. First match in NCAA's in Kansas City. It was an ankle pick that popped his ankle out, and he could not fight through that. So he's back this year, but he's also planning on being back next year, too, because of an NCAA ruling that specifically took place in college football. Diego Pavia, the quarterback from Vanderbilt, started his career at the junior college level like Strickenberger did, and they said that eligibility does not count towards your Division I eligibility.
Good work, fellas.
You're seeing Strickenberger, he's standing up and he's trying to keep his feet on the mat.
Here we go.
But Spratley's doing a good job of sealing the hips. When I say sealing hips, getting right close to the hips and popping them. Let's see if he goes right back to that stand-up.
Stop. Off the elbow. Calm down. You're moving off the elbow.
So Spratley now has 2 cautions.
Wait for the whistle.
If he jumps the whistle again or another caution, Strickenberger's going to get a point. So he just needs to relax.
Don't move.
At this point, might be slow to the whistle.
Which could also cost you.
Stuck. Stop. You're caught. Okay.
So there's a stalemate there. Interesting call. I don't think I've seen a stalemate when someone is standing. I've been doing this for a while, but I can't say that in that scenario. He called a stalemate there.
Cover.
David Taylor, his first-year head coach, preaching patience from the corner.
Now, Spratley has to bring him down.
Red control.
Still in control.
Stop. Get set. Titus.
And the second period has had the feel of stop-and-go traffic.
Guys, green, get set.
And Spratley
one green for you.
has to pay attention. He's got 2 cautions. He does not want to jump the whistle here.
Wait, red.
And Strickenberger has to continue to stand up, stay on your feet, make Spratley bring you to the mat. Gets up this time, and it's Spratley's job to bring him to the mat. And he's doing a good job of sealing the hips, keeping the pressure. You see, he's stretching out that right leg of Strickenberger. And you're saying, why is Oklahoma State clapping? Because it's over a minute of riding time. Very intelligent fans here.
Just eclipsed that. Now about a minute and a quarter with Strickenberger still looking to get the first point of the match on the board. If he can break free from Spratley, rolls through out of bounds.
One of the things I'm noticing about Spratley, Really smart wrestling, because when he stands up, he starts to grab around the hips, and he looks to the out of bounds to make sure if there is a roll, they roll out of bounds. Just watch his eyes. You saw his eyes looking out of bounds. You said, okay, let me try and lift him here just in case there's a roll action. We can get out of bounds. Smart wrestling there by Spratley.
And so that's 2 cautions on each wrestler.
Each of you have 2.
And the West Virginia corner not particularly pleased.
Now, the referee has got to take control. And if there's another jump, if it's not blatantly obvious, he needs to point to himself and say, that's on me, fellas. You don't want a situation like this where points are hard to find. So he's got to be really careful on this. So look at him. He's looking toward. You see him looking toward out of bounds, and then there's a roll. But next situation, same situation as the dual meet. There's almost a reversal. Still in control of Spratley. Spratley's holding on to that ankle. Still in control. Not yet. Almost there. They're still saying there's the reversal right there.
That's
and a short time.
And it comes with 9 seconds left in the second period. But he really battled for these last 2 minutes. And that reversal there just was not enough room to take things out of bounds for Spratley.
Gentlemen, each of you have a caution.
Very important for both wrestlers. Do not jump the whistle, but also Spratley wants to get out in 9 seconds, and Strickenberger wants to keep him down. This is important.
Spratley's still got riding time at 1:41, but that's diminishing here with Strickenberger in the top position. And we're on to the third. 2-0 Strickenberger.
So let's look at that. It was the same situation, and then this time when Strickenberger hit the roll, he stayed in bounds. You see, stayed in bounds, and then he got his hips higher. When his hips were higher, he was able to now swivel and then just kind of work his way, and eventually the official said, I believe control had been established for reversal. Spratley took bottom. Strickenberger trying to keep him down to eat away at that riding time.
1:15 and dwindling.
You see how he switched to one side? He was on one side and switched to the other side, and he's continuing to push it forward. He's keeping that weight forward, but Spratley's in a good position to get out.
Spratley is out 2-1, but he's got the riding time still in his favor at 1:05.
So as of right now, it is tied because of riding time. So really, it's 2-2. It's not 2-1 that you see on the screen. Riding time is in favor of Oklahoma State. And so we're looking like this. A takedown may pop this thing.
Guys, keep things legal above the eyes.
Similar match to last year for Spratley, who was here in the finals, lost 3-2 in sudden victory.
Remember, in the first period, Strickenberger was able to get in on that single. It was kind of off the shot. It was kind of off the shot of Spratley. Now, if you watch Spratley throughout the year, he's had these matches before where he's been kind of 1-point lead or tied, and somehow he's able to get a takedown late in the match. Let's see if he can bring that magic he had during the dual meet season to the Big 12 championship. Both guys a little cautious right now.
Effectively tied with 40 to go in the third.
Guys, keep things legal here. Clean it up.
Here's the question. Do you want to go to overtime, or are you trying to win it in regulation? And no one's really doing anything. Just kind of holding position, kind of waiting for sudden victory. Looks like they
seems keen to take a shot.
Yeah, it seems like they made their decision to go into overtime.
Why did they find that advantageous?
I guess they figured they have more time for something to happen. You know, if you take a bad shot, at least you can work through it. But here we go. Sudden victory overtime. When sudden victory overtime, it's 2 minutes in the first period. The riding time is eliminated. In a 2-minute period, it is the first point scored, not takedown. Any points, illegal hold, anything that happens. If there's a point scored in the first 2 minutes, the match is over.
And they're just getting the riding time point calibrated to make the score 2-2 on the tower. Off we go. Sudden victory at 125.
This is when you just go back to what you've been training your whole life. As the coaches have said, defense, down block, circle, stay smart. This is where you try to apply all the things you've learned since you were a little kid. Spratley hasn't had a real attack, a real committed attack yet.
Oh, the most action was Strickenberger's reversal out of the bottom position. There goes Spratley.
Good defense there. He's still working up. He's got to take his time here. Good defense there. What a turn of events. Turn of events. Strickenberger did it. He did it. Just when you thought Spratley had it, Strickenberger shifty got himself there. Wow.
And another celebration in his second victory of the season against the Oklahoma State Cowboy. Jett Strickenberger of West Virginia, a Big 12 champion.
That's one of the things about a single. You take your time. And one thing that happened was Jett Strickenberger did not panic. He was in a position, he kept that whizzer and moved his way around. Way to go, Jett Strickenberger. First career Big 12 championship.
Tell you what, Rock, that was impressive. There were very few shots. He got the reversal, and here, when it looked like he had a disadvantageous position, he turns it into a win.
As soon as he gained a limp knee, he turned around and chased it. Both feet were in, takedown, and the celebration was to be quiet.
He turned to the corner. Tim Flynn, his head coach, said, all right, let's keep it cool. But you did exactly what you needed to do. Well, coming up at 1:33, the 5-time Big 12 champion.